we know that renters have significant barriers to accessing solar PV and other ways of reducing emissions. And so the Solar for Renters pilot is designed to actually look at how we can help 30% of Moreland residents who don't have access to solar PV find ways of installing and reducing their energy bills, as well as increasing return to landlords.
I'm Stuart and I live in West Brunswick and also have a rental property in West Brunswick, and both properties now have solar panels.
My name's Phoebe and me and my partner have a rental property in Coburg, and we participated in MEFL's Solar for Renters program.
My name's Mick. I work at the Moreland Energy Foundation, and when I heard about this pilot, I jumped on board because I've always been a renter and never had the chance to get solar.
I found out about the Solar for Renters program through the MEFL newsletter. We're really interested, partly because we've had solar and lived with it for over 2 decades. Our house was the first in Victoria to have grid-connected solar and the second in Australia, and ever since then we've generated more electricity than we've used every year for over 2 decades, and the same system's still up and running, the same panels, same inverter, and we pretty much haven't paid for electricity since 1996.
We were already looking at putting solar on the roof. When we were living in the house, we moved out and had it rented. We thought, oh, this is a good opportunity to continue some of the renovations that we were previously doing on the house while it was tenanted and get a good deal for the landlord and the tenant.
As an employee of the Moreland Energy Foundation, I'm a keen environmental supporter and understand the benefits of solar. When this pilot came up, I really thought it was perfect for me. I've been a renter my whole life, so signed up to be part of it and really was focused on getting a reduction in our energy bills, but also getting the opportunity to actually reduce our carbon emissions as well.
There was an incentive of $500 towards the cost of the system, plus the $500 or thereabouts for the cost of the Watt Watcher device that monitors the electricity. And that helped get us over the line. It prompted us to do it at a time when we probably would have still been sitting on the fence. The agent sent a letter to the tenant outlining what was happening. We didn't revise the whole lease. We simply had an exchange of letters to allow Watt Watchers and Sun tenants to access the data. It was relatively easy to get the install done. It's like any maintenance done on a property. If you're using an agent, you go through them. The system cost $4,600, which compared to what things were 2 decades ago is extremely cheap. We ended up with a 5.4 kilowatt array, which is quite big for a small house, and hypothetically that will eliminate the electricity bills for whoever's living there.
I have a great relationship with my landlord. We have direct contact, we don't go through a real estate agent. And when I proposed this scheme to her, she was very into it because they are planning to move back into this home. So it made sense for them to do this installation where we could benefit from it as well as them. I think that's a common scenario for many other renters.
If you're a landlord, you need to start thinking about it because they are being rolled out. Like there's over 2 million homes in Australia now have them, and your tenants may just go on to the next property if you don't have them.
The more we can put up, the greener we'll be and the cleaner our environment will be. That's got to be pretty good for the future.